Hey guys, welcome back to my Halloween special. As you can tell by the title, this is my take on the lovely, gorgeous Pennywise. For this look, I would have loved to have got a neck ruffle, but with everything going on at the moment, it was just quite like time consuming and it would be like long deliveries and stuff. So I thought, you know what? We're just going to rock it with the bunches. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to start by using the Pennywise base in the shade Rumour 02. I'm going to pop that on to a fluffy brush and I'm going to prime my eye. And as you know how rubbish I am with contacts, I've decided now I'm going to put my contacts in before I do the makeup as I'm touching my face to try and get them in and stuff, so I don't want to ruin any of the makeup. So that's why my contacts are in. And how cool are they? Definitely Pennywise vibe. Right, so next up I'm just going to get a big fluffy brush and I'm going to be using a black eyeshadow called Mafia. So obviously you can use any, and I'm just going to dab it on like so. Remember guys, you don't have to, don't worry about necessarily fallout or anything because we will go under as well. But I found with this palette, this is the Mema Mitchell palette, which I've been using for all of my Halloween looks. I find because they're all different colours, you get a lot of different, you can do a lot of different looks with it, so it's perfect. So just like so, just dab it on like that. Then I'm going to go and get a clean fluffy brush and I'm basically just going to smoke it out right up until this end, the tail of the brow, which won't be a tail because I'm going to make that a lot higher. So yeah, so just in circular motion, just keep blending it out until you are happy with the consistency. Now what I'm going to do is go back in with that Pennywise base, and I want to basically just go from halfway from where the top of your brow goes down. I'm just going to basically conceal that to as best as I can. Just keep going back and forth, and then once we actually draw on the other brow, it does kind of fade away anyways, like so, and then you can just blend that out. Just get my foundation brush. And all I did was, before I started this, I literally just put a little bit of foundation on, nothing too heavy, just to start the look. So something like that. Right, next up I'm going to go in with red eyeshadow. So where is my lovely brush? And I'm going to go in with the same palette with the colour Mad. So it's a very, very bright red. And I'm just going to place this under my eye. And you want to kind of create almost like half a diamond shape, more like a triangle. And you want to kind of bring it down about there. So as you can see, that is the outline, and then yeah, you're gonna basically fill it all out once you're happy with the shape you've created, and then we're gonna smoke it out using another colour. Once you've got your colour on, I'm gonna go in with a different brush and I'm gonna use a colour called Muse, which is a nice chocolatey brown, and I'm just gonna go over it and blend the two colours together, and then that just really gives it like a deeper red. But yeah, no, these colours work a dream together. You want to look something like that. Going back in with the black brush, you're then gonna put it underneath your lower lash line. This just makes that really, really deep, really lovely. And then going back in with that burgundy brownie brush that I used before, that Muse colour, the dark brown. Blend that away, and then you're just going to work with all three colours and just get the right shades and make sure that they're all smoked out. And to me, I would say that is fine at the moment. I'm not going to go too crazy. Next bit is quite a fun bit, so you want to get your small paint brush, which is not that one, it is this one, because I'm going to go in with the black, and we're going to be doing the shape of the eyebrow. So using the same palette that I've been using throughout all of my videos, my face paint palette. I'm going to go in with that black shade. You're going to start with the front of the brow, and you want to flick it up. So you want one going down And then you want one joining it to the top, like that. And you want to work out where your higher brow is going to go. So you're going to follow your natural shape, and then you're going to bring it up, and then you want it round. I know it looks a bit crazy and odd at the minute, but it works. So you can use the eyeliner for this. I just decided to use face paint. I think it's amazing. And then you want to, I'm going to bring it a tiny bit higher, and the best bit about this is because if you want to go a little bit higher, you can, because it's going to be filled in anyway. And you're going to follow your natural brow at the underneath anyway. Like that. Fill it in, and then bring it up. Fill it in, and then join it to the tail of the brow. So don't be afraid to make it thicker at first. This is what I did. So obviously they look very odd at the minute, but that's where your concealer brush comes in handy. So I'm going to go back in with that Pennywise. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my hand. And the best thing with face paint, it does dry quite quickly, so I won't have to wait long before I carve it out. But do you know what I'm going to do before I carve it out? Just grab some of your wet wipe, and I'm just going to pull away some of that black paint. Obviously, if you get this right in one go, then hats off to you. So I'm going to leave it like that. Put some of your eyeshadow base onto it, and then just carve out where you want your shape to be. Remember, you are using black as well, so just keep making sure that you've wiped it off, otherwise it will turn grey, obviously. Right, so now the bottom's done, I'm just going to go over the top and just make it a little bit thinner. And just keep going back and forth until you're happy. And then go in with that clean brush that you had before that kind of smoked out that black. And then just bring it up to that tailbone of your natural brow, like that. Now I'm going to clean my brush, and we're going to go and start with the red paint. And then this bit took me a little while to do, just to try and get the right shape. So I like to start by the end of the lip. Just like to lightly draw it on with the paint, because if I'm not happy, then obviously I can just put a wipe on it and get rid. And then I like to start by the eyes, and then join them together. And I'm quite happy with that, so now I'm going to make it more prominent and then just go over it. Right, I'm quite happy with that, so I'm going to leave that, and then I'm going to basically really overline my lips and connect them together and fill them in. Now you're probably thinking, oh my god, they don't even match, but they will. So going in with that red paint while this is all drying and setting, then start doing the eyebrows. So what I did was I started from the middle section and just go down. A bit closer for you. And then bringing it up. Bringing it over the brow. Remember, if you're going over black, just keep going over, because you don't want the black to transfer. And that is what you want to do. So I'm going to go in with a really thin brush, going into that black area. And all I'm going to do is create a black line in between the red paint that we did. So make your smile lines a little bit thicker, enough to create almost like a border for the black to sit on. So I'll show you what I mean. So starting under here, just going to go Go in between the colours. And go over it. Now, I'm going to go in with that Muse colour. So if you remember, it was like a brownie colour that I blended the red and the black together. Yeah, the red and black together. So I'm going to literally just tap that onto my lips. Then I'm going to go in with the black shadow. And then also I'm going to put this more on the outer corner and blend it in. It's almost like a bit like an ombre lip, but using 3 crazy colours. And then going back in with that really vibrant red. Like so. Now I'm going to go in with another thin brush of mine. And I'm going to change palettes. I'm going to go to a Revolution palette, which is from Superdrug. And I'm going to get, I've got a really, really nice grey shade in it that I want to use. So it's this one here, that one there. And I'm going to define my nose area. So I'm going to tap that in, and I'm just going to start, actually we'll start up here. You're going to follow the line of the eyebrow. So if you can see, there's a tiny little gap in between them. So you just want to do that. And then you can just bring that down into the shadow that you've blended, because it's almost like a grey anyway. And then you want to bring it down your nose. Just until you get to up there. And what I like to do, because I don't want to put a brush in it, I just like to tap it in to kind of blend in almost like that. Next, I'm going to go in with my lovely red paint again, and we are going to do the lovely butter nose. I'm just going to now drag that over your nose. And I'm not doing like right up until it, I just want that gap. And then obviously fill it in, and then we are going to pat over that lovely Muse colour. Right, letting that dry, I'm going to get my lovely lash, and I'm going to put some glue on it just so it gets tacky. While that's drying, I'm just going to go in with some eyeliner. Use my hourglass one, just to go into that bottom line, or bottom liner should I say. Carefully drag it down, because you don't want to leave too much of your makeup. And then now that has dried, I'm going to go with that Muse colour and just pat that in. So guys, this is my first time of creating Pennywise. So let me know what you think down in the comments box below. Right, now that is done, I'm just going to get my foundation brush. I'm just going to blend out that tiny section that I put that pigment earlier. That concealer, and then just blend that out. Then I'm going to go in with a lovely contour brush and my collection of Bronze Glow bronzer. I'm just going to contour her cheeks slightly. You want her looking lovely and slick and get that jawline. She has got a very, very prominent jaw. So going in, where is it? With a brush, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier palette. I'm just going to go with a nice fluffy brush. I like to go in between the colours so it looks like this. Just go over, definitely go over the bridge of the nose. A little bit on her cheekbones. There. Just make her glow. So guys, I've just put my last lash on, and that is it. That is my final look. As I say, you can use like a ruffly neck collar, that would look really sick. But yeah, all I could put on is like a red choker, which actually I might. So guys, that is the complete look with the lashes. I have added a blooded choker just because I haven't got that neck ruffle, but I think it really sets the look off. And yeah guys, you know what to do. Make sure you've got those alerts hit up, so every time I release a new video you are notified. And yeah guys, let's bring everyone to the channel. It's lovely to have you watching, and I'll see you soon.